Peace, family. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about men raised by women. And as a man that was raised by a woman, I can definitely see both perspectives of this. So, guys, more and more men are being raised by women, and it's just an unfortunate reality. There's so many different reasons why men aren't in the households, but we have to understand that most women are raising men. And so when these women are out here saying that men ain't shit and men is this and men are that, the majority of men were raised by you women. So, I'm not here to put the blame on the women majority in this video. I'm just here to speak on the facts and speak on the truth and speak my opinion on this subject. So, I've heard a story yesterday. I was talking to one of my homeboys, and he was telling me how as a child, when he was growing up, he pretty much was raised by a bunch of women. So until the age of 7 years old, bro, he was using the bathroom. Basically, he was sitting down on the toilet. He wasn't standing up like men do, which is crazy because he didn't know any better. He was taught by his sisters to sit down when he took a piss. He was taught by his mom to do the same thing. So, this is just one story out of so many others where men are being raised by women and they truly, truly don't understand how to be in their masculine frame and how to embrace masculinity in general. So this is a big problem. And I think that what happens typically is women, they can do a great job of being a nurturer, of caring for their sons. Me especially, I had a wonderful mom. She always showed me love. She taught me what love was. She was nurturing, she was caring, she was always there for me. But the unfortunate reality of that is she had to be the man and the woman, so she had to be the provider. She was the person taking us to school. She was the person going to our basketball games, me and my brothers. So, she really had to be the man and the woman in the household. So when that typically happens, men truly don't understand how to embrace their masculinity because a woman can't teach a man how to be a man. It's just the truth. Most women can't do that. So this ended up leading me and all my brothers down a different path. My oldest brother, he went down his own path and got a woman pregnant at an early age and started his own family. And he's still learning to this day. He's in his 50s. He's still learning how to be a man. My other brother ran the streets because he was looking for a father figure. So he looked up to, gangs and stuff like that because he thought that was the way out. And then me, I turned to sports. And I'm still trying to figure out the best way to be, how to be a man, and that's why I'm speaking on these subjects, and that's why I'm getting this message out, and that's why I want to produce positive men. And, it's not truly the woman's fault because she's doing the best that she can. And sometimes it's not her fault of why the man decides to leave. Men sometimes just leave because they like women, bro. Let's keep it true. Let's be truthful. Men like women, and they have a hard time being in a household because they have a hard time sometimes just being loyal. So, it's so many different factors that play into this. But when men are raised by women, they don't really understand the different parenting styles too. Because typically men are the people in the family that's going to typically discipline the children. It's going to teach them the right from wrong. It's going to be, they're the people that discipline them when things are going bad because it's like a good cop, bad cop. The majority of the time, that's just the reality. The men are the people that will teach the family members how to do right from wrong. So when you don't have that, it's just tough on the family in general. Women can do the best that they can to try to parent these children. But when you're a man and you're growing into your teenage years, you're really looking for a masculine figure. You're looking for that masculine authority, and you're looking for a brotherhood. And most women can't provide that. So men will just they'll look for any masculine figure. They'll run the streets. They'll look for their brothers. They'll try to, join sports. They'll do so many different things, all because they're trying to look for that masculine authority. So I think, right now society is plaguing our society where we're seeing so many men, they're looking for a mom pretty much when they're dating because that's all they're used to. They're not used to seeing the dynamic of the mom and the dad showing love for each other. Because what happens is you have a mom, if she's a single mom raising the children, all she knows is to show love for her sons because the man left, her baby daddy or whatever it was, he left. So now she's just showing the love to their sons. So then men grow up thinking that's what love is, because that's the only love that they've seen. So then when they grow up looking for a woman, they pretty much look for their mom, and then it's vice versa. Women do that too. They look for their dads. I mean, that's just psychology. But I think it's more difficult on the men because men are supposed to be basically the protector, the provider, and they don't have that anymore. So a lot of men are trying to do the best that they can, being a male dominant figure. But, for a lot of us, we have to learn as we grow, and we have to idolize ourselves out of somebody that we know personally, or idolize somebody that we see on YouTube that's a great man and inspired to be like him. I think if you're a man and you're watching this video and you're raised by a single mom, it's okay to embrace that, because for a lot of us, we do understand what love is to a certain extent because of our mom that was raising us. But at the same time, that can lead us down a path to where we're trying to find the balance of our masculine frame and really truly understanding how to be a masculine man. And I think right now, honestly, it's really, really important, if you're a man and you're watching this video, for you to start developing techniques to embrace your masculinity. This is a good start. You're watching this video where we're enlightening and we're trying to teach and just get the word out that it's okay for men to be men. But at the same time, you have to continually look within yourself and decide, what actions can I take today to try to be the best man? You just have to write down some of the goals that you want. If you want to be more responsible, if you want to be more accountable, if you want to get in better shape, if you want to go approach women, if you want to find a woman, so many different things that we can do. But I think right now it starts with you taking action, and you have to be disciplined enough to understand that I can say I'm going to do some things and then be a man of my word. I think a lot of us, for men, we have to understand that part of our masculinity is being a man of our word, because so many men right now, they don't understand that. And then they get in relationships, and you know how women are. A lot of times they're emotional. They say one thing because they're emotional, but they don't really mean it. And they see their moms do that. So then that's how they grow up. They're so emotional just like their mom because that's all they've seen. And then they get in these relationships, and then they go down a difficult path because the man's just as emotional as the woman. So then they're fighting each other continually, and then they're in a toxic relationship, and then they're producing children, and then those children grow up. So it's like a never-ending cycle. And it's funny because it's like a question of who started this first? Was it the man or was it the woman? Because, women raise men, but then men grow up and then treat these women bad. So where does it start? Does it start with the woman? Does it start with the man? You know what I mean? But I think, honestly, in my opinion, and I preach on this with all of my videos, it starts with men, and men we just have to do better, bro. Let's just keep it 1,000. We have to produce more positive men, and we have to try to do our best to be in a household. If we're having children, we have to try to be a part of their life so that they can understand that men can raise children and we can be a part of their life, because right now, we don't want to continually having a generation of children where they only have their mom, they don't have their dad, and then they're growing up being emotional and just raging out and doing so many negative things and producing a negative society. So guys, I hope this video helped touch on some of these topics, and I hope you continue to do your best that you possibly can. So guys, I hope that you continue to embark on a journey of growing, evolving, and becoming the best man that you can possibly be. Thanks for watching this video. Peace.